Happy Monday. I hope all of the fathers in our community or who are watching this had a really great Father's Day. I know that there are some pretty special dads in the Staffless Practice community, and we were thinking about you guys yesterday. So kudos to you. Thanks for doing what you do. This week we're talking all about brand kits. So I want to go over what a brand kit is, why you need a brand kit, and then just kind of show you around how we use the brand kit components in Canva. So the first thing I'm going to say is if you are watching this, please go ahead and on YouTube, go ahead and just hit the bell and follow me so that every time I go live, you get an announcement or an alert on whatever screen you're looking on, because I am dishing out good stuff and I want to give it to you for free. So I actually had somebody reach out to me yesterday and just say, I feel like I'm in school again just by all of the content that you give out on Facebook. And I just love giving these resources because I know at the end of the day, if I'm giving wellness practitioners tools to do better and be better and serve more, I know that the world's going to get healthier. I know that people are going to start healing more. I know that care is going to it's going to next level. And that's really the goal with all of this. So let's talk brand kit, because a lot of people don't even know what a brand kit is. And basically where we start, so we have a group of students who move through the content of Staffless Practice Academy together. It's called the Master Class. Staffless Practice Academy is our online resource for all things wellness practice. And this week, we're talking about how to create a brand kit. And a couple weeks back, we talked a lot about discovering who your perfect practice member is. And if you scroll back wherever you're watching this, you'll see the videos on that. So who's your perfect practice member? Perfect practice member usually is you 3 to 5 years ago. And I had to give myself permission to have a perfect practice member in mind or in heart, because I just, I took an oath to serve any and all who come to my door. And the truth is, if I'm putting effort into building my practice, best to get really clear on a very specific person to reach through that conversation. And then anybody else who comes in, yes, of course, I'll serve them, but my avatar is very clearly delineated. And that's what I want for you. So you figure out who your perfect practice member is. That's thing one. Usually it's you 3 to 5 years ago, or it's the antithesis of you. It really depends on who you are and how you move through the world. The second thing is that you figure out you 3 to 5 years ago, what were the colors and the words and the images and the sayings and all of the things that would have pulled you from the screen that you saw content on to taking action. What colors popped out at you? What words popped out at you? What fonts would have resonated with you? Did you like bold, really bright things, or did you like more delicate, sensitive things? Chances are, if you dive deep and you answer those questions, you're going to realize the components of your brand kit. Okay? So that's the first thing. The second thing is that you make a list of those components and you take them and you put them into action in what we call a brand kit. So we use a program called Canva. And what Canva does is it gives you a platform to creating artistic pieces on. Whether you're creating your logo or you're creating an Instagram post or whatever it is, all of the stuff that you put out there, whether you're creating a flyer or a post or a web page or whatever it is, you want there to be a consistent theme of colors and fonts and sayings and your logo. You want it to be on everything. You guys can see on the top of the screen is my signature there, right? My signature has one of my fonts in it, which is like my fancy font, and it has that heart that shows up. If you grab a copy of the Joy-Filled Practice Plan, which is the book over here, you're going to see those hearts throughout the entire book because that's all part of my brand. It's part of my brand kit. So I'm just going to go ahead and screen share. I'm going to go ahead. Kuna's like freaking out over something and I'm not quite sure what it is. I'm going to go ahead and screen share with you guys. So let's go here. Okay, and we're looking at the screen here. And I might have to come back live in just a minute. So what I want you to see is that all of the brand kit stuff is over here. So let's say that I wanted to go in and create a design. Again, this is Canva, you guys. So I'm going to go ahead and create a design. Let me just get out of this. There we go. And I actually want to close out my Facebook too. There we go. Okay, so look at this screen here, and we're going to go, let's go ahead and create a post. So let's say this is actually a post that I did this morning. So let's say that I'm looking at this post and I want to match it to my brand kit. This is just how it all comes together, okay? I'm going to click on what I want here, and I've already pre-selected. Here are my brand colors. You see that, you guys? So this says Staffless Practice brand kit, and these are all of our things. So this is my hot pink color. I've actually memorized the number of that color so that I can drop it on whatever content I'm creating. And I'm going to go ahead and change this wording to that. I'm going to change this wording to that too. And then I'm going to go in my uploads, and I'm actually just going to drop my logo, but I'm going to change the imagery of my logo so that it actually shows up. There you go. You see how I did that? Because on everything that you do, you want people to be able to look at that image and know that it's you talking to them. So there's Staffless Practice Academy. And then let's say that I wanted to add, I'm going to go into, I'm just going to add some wording. And here are the fonts of my brand kit. So anything that you see me put out there, I use the same fonts over and over again so that you can identify it and say, that's Jody's. So I'm going to go ahead and change this font to this. Oop, hold on. This font, and the fonts will show up here to this. And this font to my fancy font, which is here. There we go. And then I'm going to make this lowercase. So it would look something like this. I'm doing a really bad job of showing you this, but you're getting the point, I think. I'm going to go ahead and make this black just so that it looks a little bit clearer. There we go. So that's how I would brand this image. And I might even make the door match my brand. There you go. Look, the door is like, hello, welcome to Staffless Practice. And let's just do that. There we go. So that's how I would brand this image. Let me do another image. I'm going to go into templates, and just to kind of send the message home, I'm going to change the setting of the color of this. There we go. I'm going to change this to my fancy font, and to I'm going to change the color of it to match my brand color. And then I'm going to take this and I'm going to throw my logo up. So let's go into uploads, and I'm actually going to put a QR code in here. There we go. And this is how let's get rid of this thing. Let's get rid of this. And I just changed the entire ad. So this is how we create and here, watch this, you guys. This is totally cool. I'm just geeking out now. I'm having fun. Ready? I'm changing the background of this image. So this is Canva. This is how we do all of our creative content when we're creating for whether it's a post or a blog post, or you see how that happens, guys? Totally cool. And you can take any picture and do this. Let me just do it with this one too to drive the point home. So get yourself a Canva account, and wherever you're watching this video, I actually dropped a link to grab an account. The other thing I'm going to tell you is, isn't it cool? I could totally spend all day just playing in Canva, but I won't. I'm going to stop screen share here. Let's cancel out of that and go back to this. Okay, hi. That was fun. So grab a Canva account, start playing around with creating a brand kit, and if you need help with it, just reach out to me. The other thing I'm going to say is that every week in Staffless Practice community, we give one thing away for free. And usually I post something that says, I just dropped or I just updated. And what we gave away for free this week is an entire lesson on how to create a weekly wellness text thread. So this doesn't really have a whole lot to do with brand kit because a text doesn't really have color and pizzazz to it unless you add your logo or some kind of fun thing in your brand colors and fonts. But the point of the weekly wellness text thread is to get in a routine of collecting names and numbers with permission and sending them a message of love every week. We send a message out to our community, a Monday marketing text, to give you one idea to move your practice forward that week. If you're not already on our weekly wellness text or on our weekly marketing thread, I'm going to go ahead and drop the number here to get on. So it's 908-495-6988. And all you have to do is text this number the word marketing. And if you text the number the word marketing, then you're going to get on our marketing text thread. What I suggest to you, if you're a wellness practitioner, is that you start a weekly wellness text thread. And every week you send your community, your practice, your potential alliance partners, which will turn into potential alliance leads. We call them pals, the people who are already serving your perfect practice members, and anybody else out in the community who you want to connect to and you want to stay in their heart and on their mind, okay? So that when they think to themselves, yes, I'm totally ready to get a massage, or I'm ready to start chiropractic care, or I really need to start physical therapy, whatever their thought is, you're the first person that they think of because you're already on their mind. You've already established trust with them because you show up in their inbox every Monday morning. That's the point of the weekly wellness text thread. And if you look at the description of this video below, I'm also giving that to you. How to do it, all 52 ideas for weekly wellness text too. So that's my Monday morning message. I hope it was helpful to you. Go ahead and get on my text thread here, 495-6988, area code 908, and text the word marketing. And every Monday morning or sometimes Monday afternoon, a text will show up in your inbox giving you an idea of how to push your practice forward this week. Let me know if you have any questions and make today count.